Hello, first grade authors. It's Mrs. Davis here with your writing lesson for today, Thursday, March 4th. All right, my friends, we're continuing to work on personal narratives today. Today, we're going to take a closer look at dialogue. Remember, dialogue is the words that characters in a story or drama say aloud to each other. When our characters are speaking to one another, that's dialogue. In our story, The Kissing Hand, the author, Audrey Penn, decided to include some dialogue. Here's a page where I found some dialogue. It said, Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called The Kissing Hand. The Kissing Hand? Asked Chester. What's that? So why use dialogue? Because dialogue tells the reader the thoughts and feelings of the characters in a story. I can understand the characters better by hearing what words they say to one another, and our dialogue often includes our characters' thoughts, letting us know how they're feeling. I can tell Mrs. Raccoon is excited to share the secret of the kissing hand. When we're ready to use dialogue in our writing, we have to remember our special punctuation mark. These are quotation marks. You take your two fingers and make them bend. Quotation marks show when someone is speaking. They go before and after someone's words. We only put the quotation marks around the words that are being spoken. Look at our first sentence here. It says, did you like this book? Notice the quotation marks before and after that end mark of a question mark. Asked the teacher. Asked the teacher is not being spoken by the character, so that is not included in our quotation marks. Let's look at our next sentence. Tim replied, oh, that's not spoken, so no quotations yet. It was the best book ever. Now I see quotation marks. His reply, those are the words he said. So we have quotation marks at the beginning and end of his words. Notice you still use those regular punctuation marks, question marks, exclamation marks, periods. We just include them in our quotations. All right, my friends. Looking back at that page from our book, did you notice all of those quotation marks? There were a lot of them because we had our two characters talking to each other. We had quotation marks at the beginning of their speaking and at the end. So notice when Chester was speaking, there's quotation marks at the beginning and end. When Mom Raccoon, Mrs. Raccoon is speaking, quotation marks at the beginning and end. And when Chester replies, quotation marks at the beginning and end. Notice asked Chester. That's not words that are being spoken, so no quotation marks here. But the words he says, what's that? We have quotation marks again. All right, so notice that quotation marks tell us when a character is speaking. For example, I said hello. All right, looking back at my draft that I began yesterday, Ms. Davis also included some quotation marks, some dialogue in my writing, using quotation marks around my character's words. So when I said, oh no, Molly is lost, notice I have quotation marks. I still have exclamation marks showing those strong feelings. I cried. That's not spoken, so I don't have quotation marks around those words. And then my mom answered me. Remember, I was talking to my mom. She said, don't worry, we will find her. Notice I have quotation marks before and after the end of her words. All right, my friends, your goal today is to begin working on your draft of your personal narrative. As you write, include at least one line of dialogue for one of the characters in your narrative. Do your best, says Miss Davis. All right, authors, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.